I'm going to get a little bit personal today because, this bill represents a lot of what a lot of us in communities of color have been talking about for a very long time. And I find it offensive and objectionable when people who don't look like me, who don't have the same experiences as me, want to tell me what I should do when it comes to shaping the relationship that I think I need to have between my community and my police officers. I want to be very clear. There has been a rich history of challenges between people of color and our police department for a very long time, but it's rooted much larger than our police department. It's actually rooted in the fact of our country as a whole in terms of systemic racism and injustice that continue to exist. And the police were merely a tool used by people of power to make those kinds of things happen, shaping and enforcing policies that we knew were racist, that were designed to keep people of color down. But a lot has changed. By advocacy, by people crusading to make differences, when I look at the time in which I was stopped as a young black man driving home from work and asked why I had a pager and was asked where I was going and didn't do anything wrong, that was here in Montgomery County, right on Randolph Road. And I will tell you that the differences are that we don't have as many of those incidents happening today because of the work of people like myself and my parents, people like the NAACP and Casa de Maryland, and others who continue to advocate to make sure that folks understand that those kinds of situations will not be tolerated. So when a person says, well, we don't need a community policing bill, we just need to stamp down on the police, I say you're completely wrong and you just don't get it. You don't get the fact that I want to feel protected in my neighborhood. I want to feel as though I can call the police and have them answer and protect me and my family if need be. I want to make sure that my children are safe. I want to make sure that they can trust and call the police if something happened. I want to make sure that my daughter, when she goes off to college, can make sure that if somebody did something to her, she knows that she can call a police officer and they can be there for her. That's what community policing is about. It is not about locking up people. It is not about arresting people. It is turning the tide and making a difference so that we say our police work with us and for us. So stop it, people who are trying to wedge a divide between police and people of color. We need them just as much as white people do. That's the reality. So I'm very happy that this bill is passed. There's still so much more work that needs to be done. But I just want to close by saying thank you. Thank you to the officers who showed up when I had a gun pointed to my head and got robbed in front of Howard University. Thank you to the police officers who showed up when we actually had an explosive device that was detonated in front of my house. Thank you to the police officers who showed up at an accident that I was in where I almost lost my life and they were the first people to respond to the scene. Thank you to my cousin who lays his life on the line in Prince George's County as a police officer each and every day and doesn't know if he's going to go home to his 2 daughters. The reality is that there is a way we can make this work for all of us. And so for those people who want to say that it's not, I tell them, you ain't talked to the right people. Thank you.